Right, we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Titch and Geezer's Results Roundup. Apologies for the delay. All of my equipment's not working, so I'm using my phone. But yeah, we'll make it work. As always, Geezer, how you doing?
Good, mate. Good. There's not much has changed since last week. It's been we had a shitload of rain, Geezer. We had flooding in Brisbane and a few houses went under. We had that for about 5-6 days. It was from that cyclone up north. You get the tail end of it, and it just a shed load of rain, and it sort of stopped for the last 2 days. So yeah, it's been then now the heat's come. The humidity's 90%. It was 36 degrees yesterday. So now but yeah, usual for a summer in Queensland.
So the rain, did it affect you at all, in regards to your?
No, there's not me. I'm lucky. I'm in a high spot, but there's a lot of places in Brisbane that are known that they're low-lying suburbs, and if you're low-lying, when the floods, big rains come, you're going to get it, mate. You know what I mean? You really got to do your due diligence when you're buying a house in Brisbane, not to be low-lying, and you've got to look up the history of it. If it's near creeks, especially, because they're the first things to burst their banks and flood. And so you need to know where you're buying, because some places are notorious for going underwater when the big rains come.
So that's, fuck that. Right, let me just get to the comments. Wally says, good evening. Right, I'm on my phone, so this is small. Good evening, all on the road, so I won't be able to watch or chat much. Just want to say hello. Big up, Wally. Thank you for, tuning in. Stuart, as always, good evening, brothers Kieran and Titch.
Hey, Stuart.
Lawrence says, Wally, you heading down to Florida? Evening, Lawrence, by the way. Brother Stu, hi, brother Lawrence, hope you're well. Boom. Good evening, all. Inky, thanks for tuning in, as always.
Good night, Inky. And Lawrence.
Lawrence says, I think Geezer took that hat from Clint Eastwood. Hi, Lee and Stu.
Yeah.
Right, so, oh, fucking hell, I don't know if this, Can you hear me, Kieran, yeah?
Yeah. You broke up a couple of times, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my internet or what, and I'm right next to the router, so apologies, you lot, if there is cutting out and that. Right, so, oh, shit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it off. Kieran.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lawrence says, Geezer is freezing up and your mic is low. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I've just taken my Wi-Fi off anyway. I'm using my data now. So obviously, 2 transfers at West Ham, which yesterday looked like they was off, and it looked really bad for West Ham. And then obviously today, they was back on. Now, see, I thought I was going to come on here and just say, it's really bad from West Ham, Then we learned that obviously, it's from my limited information, it wasn't really West Ham's fault. So then that means Leon have really done a job on West Ham. It's not good publicity for West Ham by making that statement, which turned out to be incorrect. Do you understand? So what's your view on?
I don't know what the final view of what went wrong though in the end, because that obviously happened overnight. Everything pointed to it was West Ham's fault when I went to bed last night.
Well, now that's what even this morning it was saying that. Then later on in the day when I checked my phone, they're saying that it was a computer error. So Ben Rama has gone, and Fornals has gone, unfortunately for me, and there was other transfers outside of West Ham that there was some computer error, so it wasn't West Ham's fault.
All right.
And that's proven now. FIFA. So yeah, I was surprised. I thought the deals was off. And then when I checked my phone a couple of hours later, I saw that both deals had gone through. So,
I got the impression that they were off because the right paperwork hadn't been put in or submitted, but they've appealed Olympic Lyonnais and FIFA are going to grant it and make an exception because of whatever error happened, whether it be computer or not.
Yeah,
so it looks like it's happened.
Yeah, it's done, and Cornell's is done as well. So they've both been done, and I think like I said, limited information. No one is at fault. It was just a technical issue or whatever. Like nobody.
Yeah, but as soon as you saw it, we haven't brought in a left winger, and we're getting ready. You look at it, and go, Moyes has put the kibosh on that. He's told them not to lay that one. That's what you think, because it could be so true. And then the incompetence of us in transfer market in past years. You look at that and you go, fucking Sullivan and they're so incompetent at times. And then if you look at the two guys we tried to buy, I mean, that was farcical. You're dealing with the wrong agent. You've got tax problems with you. That Ibrahim Osman. He was dealing with the wrong agent. The previous agent. They're just pure incompetence. What the fuck's going on?
That's crazy. I didn't even know that. That's ridiculous.
That's why Lord. That was stopped.
Well,
so, you think, here we go again.
Oh, shit. So basically, before I found out today that the transfers had gone through, I was thinking West Ham, like you got Paqueta from Lyon. We was apparently interested in another one of their players. Like, you just fucked up a potential good relationship. But now it's more like Lyon have got to do a little bit of tail between their legs.
Yeah.
Because
but it was strange because I was watching at the time. I was looking at Charlie Walsh and Gio. They were doing a show on the transfer at the end of it, and that all hit the fan. Yeah. This thing, but in that statement of Lyon, they said, "Look, we've been sending emails for hours, to get it done, and phone conversations, and they just weren't acting on it." And then West Ham's statement was strange. They made a statement and sent it out to all the ITKs about, we just couldn't get it over the line. Like, hang on, the deal was done. None of it made sense, and it still doesn't. I think I don't think we've quite heard the full truth yet. I really don't. We'll see.
I'm just, I'm surprised surprised that both of them got done after the fact. But let me just say good evening to Robert, as always. Big up, Robert Singleton.
Hey, Robert.
I don't think it's a great connection tonight either. This transfer window has been total crap, says Lawrence. We needed depth, and now we are even worse. Do you agree with that?
Yep. Well, I've all been saying, we've got a massive rebuild coming. All the players that are going to be at the end of it come the summer. we're going to lose about 8 players, right? Now, so I was hoping in this window, all right, let's not look for 8 players to replace in the summer. That's nearly impossible. Let's get a few of them in now. And what we've done, we've got rid of Kera, Benrahma and Fornals and brought in one bloke on loan. So we're even weaker. We're 3 down already. And there's no guarantee we'll keep Phillips at the end of it. So how many bloody players are we going to have to find in the summer? You look at Bonner probably be the end. Could be Fabianski, could be the end. Cresswell's the end. Probably Ings is going to go. Antonio might finish up. Yep. There's loads. We've got to find some mob of players.
Are you in fit enough shape? Because you might get the call from West Ham. They might call you. They might need you to fill in.
Yeah, well, back up to Soufal. And you might lose Johnson as well because he's out of contract. Fuck me, man. Where are we going to get all these players? And all these players that are leaving, there's really not much money in any of them.
Nah.
So, God, man, I don't know how they're going to swing it. It's going to be hard next season.
Right. So, we still got. Listen, and this is everybody's opinion. I want to hear. What is your opinion on Bang on Giza? He said, I think that's from Lawrence. I did play left wing in high school. So Lawrence out on the wing. You lot might get the call. Right, listen. Let's start with Ben Rama first. What's your thoughts now that he's gone, and potentially it could look like overall £15 million?
Yeah, I'm delighted he's gone. I think he should have gone a long time ago for me, because I've never really rated him. He's just got flashes of good and an odd good game. And when he did have a little period of being good for us, I think it was because everyone else was shit. And, you know, that was last season when we were so poor. And he actually stood up for him. So he done all right here and there, you know, but everyone else was poor then. And once we started getting players in off Paqueta and Kudos and Alred, you sort of saw, you know, that when they were stepping up, how poor he was. And so, but for him as well, I think it's good that he moves on and starts again.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, I mean, I've got no malice towards him. I hope he does well, mate. But he was never working, whether that's because of Moyes, he would be a part of it too. The way Moyes would play him, like he did with Fornal. You know, turned him in instead of a creative player into a half defensive fucking attacking player. You know, it probably ruins them. And so I'm glad for both of them. Yeah, so Ben Rama, yeah, good for him, mate. I hope he does all right. I mean, it would have been the place he would have lost if they hadn't gone through this. You know, after being pictured out there in his Leon tracksuit, walking about in Leon, 12 hours before the actual deadline, as if it was all done. And then for it not to happen would have been fucking embarrassing as fuck. So good for him.
Yeah. Right, one sec. Lawrence will be back in 5 minutes. Robert said, bit of money and how many minutes has he played for us? Bit of money and how much money. And I heard that yesterday, before this fiasco, that Ben Rama was demanding a big payoff or something like that, which, I don't know.
I heard that. That. Whether that's true or not.
Yeah, I just saw that as a. Anyway,
we don't.
Right. So, what's your now? For me, I was, I couldn't get Ben Rama out the door quick enough. But for me personally, it's sad to see Fornals go. Personally, for him, it's a good move. I'm glad he's not stayed in the Premier League because he's someone I just would never want to see play against West Ham unless maybe it was in Europe. But for me personally, in 10 years' time, he will still be in my thoughts as a West Ham. Ben Rama won't be, but Fornals will. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I don't like the way that he done a job for Moyes that was, out of his comfort zone and done a good job out on the left, decent job. And then I think Moyes again has kind of ruined this player, and then now he sort of just gets shipped out. Do you understand? So I wish him, all the success in the world, and I really hope that he gets back to his best, basically. Yeah, but what's your thoughts on his career, Fornals' career?
No, I love Fornals, mate. But I loved him. I mean, he embodies what West Ham's about. He got West Ham straight away, didn't he? And he loved it. And I think he enjoyed his time until this last year. He enjoyed his time at West Ham, and the fans loved him. So, and he done everything he was asked of him. And but the times he's come on this year, he looks like he's fallen off a cliff. Doesn't look happy. He's not playing that well. He's been poor. So I think it's just a state of mind with him. I think he'll be happier where he's going. I think Moyes got to him in the end. That's it. I mean, Moyes just got to him, and he just couldn't produce the form he needed to produce. So I think he'll do well out there. I mean, he might get back to his old self, and he's back, in his home country, isn't he? So hopefully he re-emerges as a good player. I mean, he's young still, man. He's a young lad still.
Yeah.
Was he 27, something like that? So he's still got a long way to go.
Yeah, 27.
So I'm hoping he reproduces form from out there. He might even push himself back into the Spanish squad. Who knows? Hopefully.
He's more than capable of doing that. For me, it's a bit bittersweet, like because we didn't see nowhere near the real Fornals, and I don't put that blame on to him or assign that blame to him. I put that solely on David Moyes, and you know, the player that Moyes wants is hard-working, technical ability is not really, you know, his primary objective. It's more like, you know, workman like and all of that. So, yeah. But, you know, Fornals was able to adapt to Moyes', and, you know, he's got, for me, he's gone down as a major part of West Ham's obviously recent history. So,
yeah, especially with, you know, the trophy win, it's all part of that leading up to that. You know, getting into Europe for the, you know, the year we got to the semi-final and then getting to a final. He's a major part of that. So, yeah, man, I think a lot more than Ben Rama ever was, you know, a lot more. So, yeah, I'm glad to see him go because he's such a likeable guy, you know.
Yeah. Right.
And his version of West Ham are massive, you know, it's legendary, isn't it?
Yeah, I love Fornals. Right, one sec. Right, big up Lee Stephens in the house. Hello, everyone. How you doing, Lee? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're good, Lee. Sincerely. How you doing, Lee? Let me know. Back with you, geezer. Lee.
Oh, yeah.
And I, sorry.
Is that young Lee? Young Lee.
Yeah. Right. So, what was I going to say? Oh, that's it. Did going back to West Ham's 1-1 draw with Bournemouth, did Calvin Phillips' mistake show you just why he's not good enough for Pep Guardiola?
No. It's hard to judge a guy on his first start. You know what I mean? He's not match fit. I mean, he can't be match fit. It doesn't matter how much you do training. You know, match fitness is a different type of fitness. You're playing competitive football every week. Makes a difference, man. And I'll tell you what, I always go, do any goal that, they'll say, show me a goal, I'll show you a mistake. But you always go back to the original mistake, to me. I don't like blaming. I think the original mistake was Zuma giving him the fucking ball. He should never have he put him in a position that he had nowhere to go, bar kicking it out for a corner, which would look bad. You know what I mean? And he's not, you know, he's not match sharp. And Zuma, what is he fucking doing giving him the ball? That was first, if I'd been given that ball, I'd be going, what are you doing? I don't want it. What's that? I've got a geezer up my clacker. You know what I mean? I've got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? He's facing his own goal as well, Phillips. He was stuffed. So, and he weren't sharp enough to get on it. He weren't. It's partly his fault, Phillips. Without a doubt, but he should never have got the ball in the first place. But he did. I think both of them are culpable.
Right. So let me just rephrase what I said. And I mean this genuinely. You see Man City, they can play out of tight spaces and they can receive the ball in dangerous areas like that. But I just don't think that's in his repertoire. You understand? So, for instance, if you give
that's right.
If you get that to Bernardo Silva, he ain't losing the ball there. If you give it to De Bruyne, and I think at that level that Pep wants, that's why Phillips is not good enough for him, is because he can't play that football.
I'd say that's it, mate, because you watch it, and you watch Big Ange as well. They do these ridiculous, dangerous passes all over the place. And they'll keep doing it until you are good enough to fucking do it. They'll keep doing it. They'll make mistakes till they do it. That's, you know what I mean? And I don't think Phillips is up to it. And that's what they've seen. He said, they've tried it. You see how much Stones has improved. He can do it. Fucking Stones can. Yeah. And but it took him a while to get there. Stones. It took him a while to get there, but he got there. But obviously, Pep's got to in and say, well, he's never going to get to that. You know, doesn't make him a bad player. He can't play in that style there where it is risk and reward. That risk and reward passing out the back and around the back, you've got to be good at it, man. Your first touch has got to be perfect. You've got to be good under pressure, and you've got to be, brave enough to make that pass, take that pass, and that's what Postecoglou's trying to put into Tottenham. I mean, you see them making mistakes week in, week out, giving away chances because they're not good enough at it yet. That's for sure.
But on the job, aren't they?
Pardon?
No, I said they're Spurs. They're definitely learning on the job, aren't they?
They are learning on the job. Yes, exactly. And then until he gets exactly the players he wants in there, they're going to continue that way. Giving away goals and chances. But that's the way he's going to play, and that's his philosophy. And until they get it right, that's it. Or they don't get it right. So then you bring in players who will.
Lawrence says, Fornell's played for the fans and the badge. Lee says, I'm okay, Lawrence. I'm okay, Robert. Right, here we go. Some of that mistake was on Zuma. Put him in a tough spot. Do you think Zuma thought, we've got a Man City player here, I can give him the ball in a dangerous area? Because Zuma would not have done that to Souček. He would not have given Souček the ball there.
No, I mean Zuma just panicked, went, fuck that, I don't want this ball. You can have it. God.
So yeah, I think Lawrence fully agrees with you in regards to that, the goal we conceded. Giza read my mind, seeing the match like me. Right, Robert says, hard to say in my opinion. I thought the opposition got the back and therefore Sri Lanka was offside. Got the ball.
Yeah,
sorry.
but
yeah, they showed it. It was Phillips, wasn't it?
No, because it was offside. So I thought the other guy pressuring him got a touch to it, but he didn't. It was only Phillips that passed it backwards. So he's not offside.
Nah. Yeah, so it looked like, until you watch the replay or the close-up. So yeah.
Phillips, when you watch slow motion replay, you can see that it's only Phillips that got a touch in the ball. It's a shame for him. I mean, it's a horrible. I mean, I think it was about his first touch. That's a horrible way to start your little stint at West Ham, isn't it? Yeah. But look, and a few other passes, he weren't match fit. He was wayward with some of his passing in the first half. He got better. You know, he played just over an hour. The last half hour of his game he was a bit more settled and his passing was better. But you know, early days, I give him a chance. I mean, the whole team, the setup, fucking just. Oh my God! Ward-Prowse on the left wing. It was all out of sync. I think that's the worst 35 minutes of football I've ever seen at West Ham. The first 35 minutes, it was atrocious. Nobody could pass the ball. We couldn't keep the ball. We couldn't do anything with it. It was terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. It's just another game of Moyes football. That the game as a whole was boring. It was crap. It lacked imagination. It lacked attack. It lacked chances. I don't remember. And I'm sorry. I don't mean sometimes I've said it this season. I don't remember their keeper making a significant save.
No.
I don't know what the stats are, okay? I don't remember him making a save. Apart from one that was shot straight into his arms. I remember that. It's not a save.
Nah.
What? There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing.
Let me check. I'm going to check the stats. Right. 1 sec. Let me just check something for you real quick. Premier League results. West Ham stats. All right, West Ham had 3 shots on goal. Bournemouth had 4. So obviously the penalty, and then there must have been 2 others in there. But
2 other shots. And like I said, I remember one just going into the keeper's hands, which would have been. That was from Phillips, actually. He had a shot, but it was an easy shot into his hand. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? We offered nothing. Their keeper did nothing, apart from pick it out from the penalty.
Well, I'll let you answer that question. Robert said, why did Pep buy Phillips in the first place?
Well, he obviously saw the potential and thought he could mould him into that centre half he wanted, or defensive midfielder he wanted, you know, and he obviously didn't make it. Like I said, he bought Stones with the same thing. I thought Stones was terrible. I didn't realise why he bought him. I thought he was horrendous for England. I thought he was a terrible centre half. But that last season, I thought Stones was outstanding for Man City last year. The way he played this new role of going into the midfield, but backing an helmet. Good feet. He's good on the ball. He makes a good pass. He's good under pressure. So he's moulded, I think, him into a better player. He just probably thought he couldn't do it with Phillips. And plus, I mean, Man City, like all others, they want to make money that keep ticking over. Look at the players they've sold in recent years and made good money out of them. You know, they've got to be careful of the financial fair trying to play the game. They've sold a few of them youngsters for big money.
Yeah.
In what's name? So why not get some money out of him, put him in the shop window, get him playing? I mean, he's made it clear he doesn't want him. So he's definitely going. It's just, if he does have good 4 months for West Ham, if he does come good, well, I'm sure there'll be teams who will want him. And we haven't got exclusive rights to him either.
Robert said a Man City player said, and I can't remember who, their training was so good he was up to speed. Maybe, do you mean not up to speed? Or, yeah, he was up to speed. And then...
Look, I have no doubt he's fit. It doesn't mean he's match fit. You know what I mean? You've got to get back into playing football, you know, and be sharp on the pitch. You can still be as fit as fuck. But match fitness is another thing. And he hasn't got that. He hasn't played enough.
So Robert agrees with you about John Stones. Right. This was something that I just, after hearing this, and I want your honest opinion. It's either like, no, bullshit, whatever. This is me personally, right? I'm asking you, what do you think about this? So last week, I said that there was talk, apparently, or one of the Liverpool fans that I know, he said he thought Klopp's number 2 was in line to maybe step in, which, you know, they said, no, they're all leaving. That guy has said, you know, he feels he's ready now to dip his toe into management. Now, what I'm asking you is this, right? And for me, do you think someone like that would be a good fit for West Ham? And, you know, he's not linked or none of that shit. I'm just saying, like, do you think somebody like that would be good for West Ham?
Well, you'd think that if you're basically an offsider to Klopp, my God, you know, you'd think you'd learn a lot. You know, a lot about football and how you play and what's, you know, you would. And it's a bit like Arteta at Man City. He was basically an apprentice at fucking Man City. You know, cut his teeth there. But everyone thought that Arteta as a player would go into management, the kind of guy he is, right? And Arteta came to Arsenal. No, he's not fucking ripped up to, you know, a million trees, but he has turned them into a competitive side from last year. You know, they had a chance to win. They had a chance to win the title. They're playing good football. Playing good football last year. I'm not so sure it's that good this year, but last year they were on fire for a while. It faded at the end. That's all. He got him a trophy on the ball when he got there. Arteta, nothing since. But yeah, I think, and but you can see he's a competent manager and has got a style and a philosophy of a way to play. So why wouldn't that guy that's, you know, been working under fucking Klopp for all these years, and they are impressive. I think to watch, I mean, Liverpool are probably the most impressive team in the Premier League to watch. You know, and I think Tottenham are getting close to him for entertainment. They're getting it close to him, Tottenham, but they are good to watch, man. I've watched them how they hunt. When they haven't got the ball, mate, they hunt teams down in numbers. They take the ball off them. They pressure them. They don't give them a second on the ball. It is high, intensive football, and my God, they've got to be fit. But it is exciting to watch at times. It's brilliant. But you've got to have the players to do it. And the only trouble he'll have, if he came, let's put it this way, if he came to West Ham at the end of the year, my God, he's got to buy a new team because we're going to lose so many fucking players. He's going to have a real hard task when he gets there. You know, it's a bit like Moyes when he went to Man United. You know, I mean, that was the changing of the guard, not just that Alex left, but a lot of them players that he got there with were at the end of it. So it was always going to be a tough ask. This guy's going to have a tough ask because if you think he's going to do that in the first season, because he's going to have to bring out, I reckon, a minimum of 8 players in the summer. Minimum of 8. You know, we thought we were thin as a squad, and now we're, 3 players less?
We're naked now.
Fuck me, man. And like I say, look at the Liverpool boy who came on the other night, the youngster they brought on. He was fantastic. I mean, he was man of the match, scored a goal, got an assist.
Yeah. And now he's potentially keeping Trent out of that team for now.
For now, yeah. He's just bringing him along.
Right, Stuart says it can work. Look at Marasca at Leicester. So I don't know his background, Stuart. I didn't even know his name either. I know he's doing well, obviously. So was he a number 2 at Leicester or somewhere else, Stuart? Robert says, in my opinion, he could only be able to work with the caliber of players he is used to. Talking about Klopp, number 2.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's what team you walk into with the caliber of players you got. You can have the greatest philosophy in the world, like Klopp has, playing football and exciting and attacking. But you need a quality player. And remember, he couldn't get it right until he brought in Van Dijk and the goalkeeper. That changed things. He needed that.
Yeah.
He had a great front three. He had a good midfield. He didn't have it at the back until he sourced it and got it. And that's what it takes too. Your signings as well. Yeah, he has to. The new guy coming in would have to live and die by his recruitment. So,
all right, let me rephrase that question now. If West Ham announced that, I don't even know his name, that, oh shit. You can hear me, yeah?
Yeah, right, yeah.
If West Ham announced that Moyes was leaving at the end of the season and that guy was coming in, specifically him, what would you feel about that?
Saying not knowing anything about him, but knowing that he's been at Liverpool, I presume he's been there for years and years under Klopp.
Yeah.
Man, I'd take the punt. Yeah, I'd say, right. I just worry that he might fail because of the players we're going to be lacking. And this is, so I can see all the players that have got to leave. But that's not, and we might lose ones we don't want to lose. Like Paquetá. Who's to say he won't be out the door come the summer? Kudos, we've got to keep hold of. Alvarez, we've got to keep hold of. Bowen, we've got to keep hold of. So I think, next season could be very worrying. Now, I just don't see how we're going to recruit all these players.
Right, Stuart has said, Ings is terrible, guys. Sorry, but he is. Danny Ings, how bad is he?
Oh, yeah. He is now.
Right.
We sorted that out, Stuart. We sorted him out, mate. He thought he was clever. Not now.
Right, so I didn't realise Leicester's manager used to be Man City's number 2.
All right.
They're obviously top.
I thought I'd heard that name before, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Right, I just realised here, Leeds have got revenge for West Ham and they beat Bristol City. Oh yeah, sorry, no, I won't do that because that was one of our things, wasn't it? That was one of our predictions things. Right.
Yeah,
sorry.
we got it. Yeah, we got it. Last one we threw that in. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I thought we would. They'd already played.
I didn't know they'd play tonight.
Yeah, I didn't already know. Just now, I just checked. So yeah, right. My hope is some of the youngsters are able to step up to fill the gaps. I highly doubt that, especially with David Moyes in charge.
Well, that's the thing. It's always been our hope, but it's not happening under him, is it? Yeah, simple as that. It ain't happening under him. I mean, fuck me. I mean, there's another one. I mean, we just got rid of Ben Rama 4 hours. The only other one we got now is Cornet. And fuck me. You'd rather play Ward-Prowse. He's just said to Cornet, I'd rather have Ward-Prowse out in that wing than you.
No pace.
And I'm going to bring you on in the 94th fucking minute of 2 minutes of football.
At home to Bournemouth.
That's what he's just said to Cornet. My God. I tell you what, if I'd been on that bench then, I think I would have told him, shove it. I ain't going on for 2 minutes. Stick it up your ass.
And this is the
fucking
thing.
Embarrassing, man.
Players get persecuted for not wanting to come on. You see when players say, nah, I ain't coming on, but sometimes you can understand why they're like, fuck you. You understand? You can understand why a player would say, I ain't going on the pitch.
I could understand if he had.
Yeah.
Now, some players I'd be disgusted if they did that, but I could understand why Cornet would do it, you know what I mean? And to be fair, when you watch him, he's giving for 2 minutes, he's giving him all these instructions, and he's listening, Cornet, and he's going, yeah, righto. You know what I mean? He's not despondent, to be fair to him. But I think I would have been. Fuck you.
Yeah. Come on.
You'd rather have Prowse out there.
That's the joke, yeah. Right. So, Lawrence said the same thing. I agree, Robert, but Will Moyes play them. Lawrence says, isn't Scholes left back? He could be Emerson's backup, but Moyes would put in Creswell. Do you remember that guy? He came on the Europa Conference.
Yeah, Ollie Scholes, yeah.
Yeah, he hadn't been in this. Yeah, his name ain't really been mentioned since, has it? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his name. Pep Linders. See? Pep. We could have Pep as well.
We're going to have a Pep. Oh, that's it. If we have a Pep, we're winning Champions League. Sorry.
See? That's why we got. That's it. Thanks, Robert. Pep Linders, or however you pronounce it. Is he Swedish? That don't look German, that name. Lingers. Maybe it is. Wally's there. Wally, my man, heading down south. Brother Wally. If Sufa's back, I would play Johnson left back. What, the next... What, instead of Emerson, Robert? Or do you mean...
You'd have to stick Emerson at left wing, is that what he's saying?
Yeah, that's probably what he's saying, yeah. Oh, what is and oh yeah, you did, and that's what he's saying. And Emerson left wing.
Fuck me. Wally's going down to New Orleans to get his new set of beads round his neck.
Yeah. Right, hi all.
Does it every year, doesn't it?
Put me down for 1-0 for all matches. Trust the system. Right, you know, we got
that.
The connection ain't the greatest. Kieran, let's just... Have you got anything you want to talk about sporting-wise, football-wise, before we get into last week's stuff?
No, man. No, we covered it. I mean, watching West Ham yet again is shit. Horrible to watch. Horrible football. Fucking clueless. Absolutely clueless. But apart from that, mate, no, I thought Liverpool were fantastic the other night. Yeah, they played over bloody good. But we can go through that when we do the what's names.
All right, yeah. So we'll go through the scores and then maybe the games, see, you know, how much of them you watched. Right, so, everybody, what was the first game on your list?
Forest Arsenal.
All right, so, one sec. Forest Arsenal. Right, so, 2-1. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on a minute. Who did Arsenal beat 5-0? That was Palace, was it? All right. Fucking hell. All right. Sorry, everybody. Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 2. I forgot the scores. Right. Before we get into our score, what did you think of that match? Oh, did you watch all of the game?
No, what did I watch? But not quite all of it. Yeah, all completely controlled. Should have put the game edge. Should have been outside, and then they weren't. And then for the second half, and he scored a goal. And then Arsenal yet again were nervous and flappy, and they looked vulnerable. But every time I watch Arsenal, they just don't impress me that much. You know, I look at Liverpool and go, wow, and then Man City, I go, oh. But every time I look at them, it's not impressing me. But they're back on the winning ways. Yeah. But, you know, they got the result and deserved it. But, yeah, they're not. It's just not. They should really have coasted that game, you know. It was attack versus defence for most of the game. Yeah. And, yeah, they were all right, but nothing.
Right. So what did we pick for that game? Did anybody get anything correct?
Well, I know bloody I won you. I think I'm looking at my thing there. I had Arsenal to win 2-0. You had Arsenal to win 3-1. Stu said 3-1 to Arsenal. Robert said 3-1 to Arsenal. Robert said 4-0 to Arsenal. Fucking shit. Oh, for fuck's sake, done it again. Done it.
Wally.
Done it again. Wally. Wally's got a tick. Fuck's sake. Young Lee said 4-0 Arsenal. Malk said 1-1. And Inky, like me, said 2-0 to Arsenal. But yeah. The system. Fuck you.
So, are you a believer in trust the system now?
Fucking looking that way, isn't
it? Right. So, what was the next game on your list?
Fulham,
I think it was
Everton.
Oh shit! I think you got this right. You know. Anyway, right. Did you watch the game? Brief. Nah.
Watch highlight. I can't remember it. What? Can't remember it. What was the score?
0-0. I'm sure you said 0-0 for this game. When I thought back to it, I swear you said 0-0.
No, I didn't. It was 0-0. Fulham Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't remember much about it, to be honest.
All right. What did we?
But yeah, another 0-0. Another point for Everton. I suppose away. Yeah, don't know what. I can't remember much about the bloody game. I did watch the highlights of it, but can't remember much. It couldn't have been that good.
I heard that Beto missed the sitter for Everton.
He did a header, I think. Yeah, the header he should have scored. And that's it. I don't remember much about it. So,
because of another fantastic result that we'll get to, Everton dropped that point. Still saw them drop into the relegation zone. So good point away to Fulham, but you still ended up in due to
you're right. Well, there's no 0-0s in the Premier League, mate.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to rephrase that. Right, I'll rephrase. There's nowhere near as many as there used to be. Nowhere near.
I'm sure.
So
I'm sure last week you picked a 0-0 though. So if it weren't that game, it was in another one. I remember you saying.
No, I've never picked a 0-0. I don't think I've ever picked a 0. I might have said, yeah, it's got 0-0 written all over it, but I wouldn't have picked it.
Yeah, maybe. I thought for some reason you got this one right. All right. What did we pick? Did anybody get? Nah, surely not. What did we pick for this game?
Said 2-0 Everton. You said 2-1 Everton. Stu said 1-1. Robert said 2-1. 2-2 Lawrence. 2-1 Polly, of course. Fulham. So yeah, no one's getting that.
No,
only Stewie picks 0-0s.
Right, so I think it's your thing cutting out, Kieran. I don't know if it's your Wi-Fi or your data or whatever, but it's definitely that.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I only have this problem when I go on here, so with you, when it starts cutting out, so I don't understand it.
Oh, maybe it's a StreamYard thing. Right, so this must be the next one. What's the next game on your list? Is it this one that I'm looking at right now?
Luton Brighton.
Yeah.
I do remember what I said about this game.
What did you say?
I said there's an upset coming in this game. I decided to back my Luton to win this because, like I said, I think they're the only team that can get out of that bottom three. And I did pick them to win. I've just looked. I did pick them to win. I don't think I got the score right, but yeah, I always thought they'd win this game, and and they did. Well done, Luton. What was the score?
4-0. Crazy, isn't it?
Smashed them.
4-0.
Absolutely smashed them. Yeah. Thought a bit. I picked them as 1-0. I thought they'd win, but not by that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's a
hell of a result.
Yeah. Hat trick for Adebayo. You got a hat trick. He scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Luton were 2-0 up, having 2 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes or whatever. So after 3 minutes, they was already 2-0 up. So
yeah, too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a couple of good goals in it, if I remember. But really, really good performance. This is it. Luton at home. This is where they could survive if they keep their home form good. They've got a chance. But yeah, hell of a result. Right. Fucking hell. Hey. Hard team to beat.
Like I said, that result took them out of the relegation zone and put Everton in there. Does anybody know what's going on with Everton's appeal? Because they have appealed, don't they? Have you heard anything about that appeal? Nah.
Nothing now. Don't know what the process is there.
Listen, I'll say this again. I'll reiterate. I think we've done 20. This is the 20th show of this. Anyway, after about 4 weeks, you said that, you saw something in Luton. And this is probably before they was actually picking up results. And that was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. And now here we are. And they, they are showing that they are up for the fight. They do have, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and however they play at home is effective. And clearly, to beat Brighton 4-0 in this day and age is no mean feat. So, yeah, maybe you was bang on it with and maybe you should have put some money on them.
I mean, Everton losing 10 points. Everton losing 10 points helps, but it was I think Luton have got the fight. Who are you going to catch? And now that once Everton had that, then they had someone to catch, and maybe they've got someone else to catch. Who knows? But they still might go down. But I must, they do look like a team that's going to give it a go right to the end. So who would know? But yeah, the other two, I just don't see it.
Nah. Just in case you're unaware of the league table, basically they are 1 point behind Forest with a game in hand. They're 3 points behind Brentford, having played the same game. So, you know, it's not just Everton that they are relying on. Yeah, and they are
they got 3 teams.
Sorry, they're 5 points.
They've got 3 teams to catch now, haven't they? That's the thing.
Yeah. So, and even Palace, like I said, they're 5 points behind Palace with a game in hand. So, yeah, this is where, you know, they would have probably dreamed about being in this position at the start of the season.
Yeah, I think so. The beginning, you know, everybody had written all 3 of them off to go straight back down back then. But now there's a chance. You know, it's not a definite, regardless whether they survive or not. It's not a done. And all that Forest and Everton and Brentford and Palace are shitting themselves now, because they thought that would probably hit there. You know, at least this is 1 year. Like I said, Everton still, normal years, that 10 points really basically relegates them. But they've still got a chance. It works in Everton's because the 3 have been so bad. But now they're getting a bit nervous, I'd imagine.
It's definitely a good thing, because I said many weeks ago, you know, we know who's going down, which is not good. We already know, and clearly Luton have oh shit.
Yeah, you want some bloody competition there, make it something. If they're 3, you know, if they're relegated in the next few weeks, you know, month, you know, it's a bit, well, what's left to worry about? But no, it makes it a bit more exciting. Maybe, you know, I'd love to see Everton go down. They deserve to go down for the last 10 years, I think. But they keep getting away with it. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's annoying because I don't think they will, but yeah, I'd love to see them go down. All right, so next on your list, who is that?
All right, who we got now? Palace, Sheffield United.
All right, so Crystal Palace 3, Sheffield United 2. I heard that Elise and Eze scored both of them scored great goals. I saw an article that read Palace's two £50 million men made a difference. So do you think Eze and Elise will be at Palace next year? And if West Ham had a choice of signing one of them, and this goes for everybody in the chat, if West Ham had a choice of signing just one of them, who would you pick?
Probably Elise. But what? Well, I don't know, both of them. No, but then again, Eze, because we got enough cover on the right for West Ham. If I'm looking at that, exactly. Right. So Eze probably more sensible if you were going to buy a player like that. Yeah, you'd go into Eze because that game it was the guy that they just took it to him and tore him apart at the back. And other than that, Palace are good. Bang average, but them two just step it up, mate, and just make things happen. It's a bit like Kudos Paquetá, you know, they just make things happen. And so really good players, man. They're not staying at Palace. They'd be crazy to stay there, man. There's no ambition there at Palace. They're dreadful. But I'll say they make the difference. So,
all right, 1 minute, right? Nothing. And Stuart said Elise. Right, let me ask you a question and everybody else can answer it. Would you rather have, you know, at the peak of their powers, playing their best football, Kudos and Paquetá or Elise and Eze? Who would you rather have?
I'd rather have our two. Still.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. Kudos and Paquetá. Yeah, I would, yeah.
But yeah.
No,
but seriously, if it was Eze or Elise, I think I would go with Eze only because he's needed more in this current squad of ours. So yeah, I would probably go with Eze rather than Elise. Right. So Stuart said, kudos and Paqueta. Robert says, he's sticking with who we got. And yeah, just for the record, yeah, definitely for me. Right, so Sheffield United scored in the first minute. McAtee was on loan from Man City, put them back ahead. Ultimately, they lost again. Sheffield United have got 10 points. They brought in a new manager. You know, he sort of stabled the flow of goals that was going in, but yeah, would miracle be the correct word for them to stay up?
Yeah, a miracle, right? There's nowhere near good enough. As simple as that. I mean, yeah. I definitely cannot give them any hope of staying up. It's not good enough. Concede far too many goals. Don't think their goalkeeper's good enough.
No,
they're not. No. What final score here?
Sorry, 3-2 to Crystal Palace. Right. Let's see what anybody picks for that game. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Robert said at least they scored 1 and assisted 2. See, I haven't seen it. I didn't know he assisted Eze as well. Yeah. Wow.
Him and Eze just ripped them apart up the front. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's 3-2 because Palace are pretty shit as well at the back. You know what I mean? They're not that good. It's these two players getting them out of trouble. A very similar fucking story to West Ham when it comes to Kudos and Paqueta, right? They're getting us out of trouble. We've won games because of them, not because we've been the greatest. This is what they're doing at Palace, and they'll do enough for Palace to stay up. That's all I can see, not much more. So, yeah, I went 1-0 to Palace. You went 2-0 to Palace. 2-1 said Stu. 1-0 said Robert. 2-1 said Lawrence. 2-1 said Wally. 3-0 said Lee. 2-0 said Mel. 2-0 said Inky. So everyone obviously went for a Palace win, but not 3-2.
So the only correct score so far is Wally's 2-1 in the first game. Arsenal.
Arsenal. The system 2-1.
That's the system. Right. So have you got Villa Newcastle next or no?
Villa Newcastle, yeah. I definitely got this all wrong, boy. Looking down there.
So obviously Aston Villa 1, Newcastle 3. I think Villa were, I don't know how many. They went like 16 or 17 wins going back to last season at home. Then I think they got a draw, but yeah, you know, they've gone a long time undefeated at home, and then Newcastle have gone there, and you know, rightly so, got the 3 points. And Fabian Schär scored 2 goals in 4 minutes, which ultimately was, you know, that was enough to win in the game. So, did you watch that game?
I watched the highlights of it. Yeah, Schär up there, set pieces. They got caught out, and he scored 2. I mean, they've not only got a good record at home, Villa, this year, they've got a great record at home against Newcastle. It's been a long time since Newcastle got a win there. So, you know, it all favoured Villa, but it weren't the case. They looked off. What's his name up front? Watkins hardly saw the ball. You know, really didn't see much of the ball. So, Newcastle were good, very good. I thought Trippier was really good in that game. He's come back to a bit of form. He's been off it lately. He was good. I remember the others, but I can't remember the third goal. But
the third goal was an own goal. It was an own goal. Moreno. Own goal. I can't remember it either. How did that go?
Yeah. Was that the one? Yeah. It was unlucky. The boy, he couldn't do much about that. The boy got to the ball. He was sliding to try and stop him, and he hit his legs and went in. Yeah. He couldn't do much about it, to be honest. It was Murphy. Murphy got on the end of it, mate. A great ball across, mind you, but
was it?
What was it? Forget. No, they were well worth the win. Newcastle, Villa.
Yeah, Villa looked. Yeah. Villa.
I'm just looking at my score there. I went, shit, that's not the result, is it? No, that's what I picked. I got it right. I picked 3-1. I put the 3 in the wrong column. That's all. I put it for Villa to win 3-1.
All right. Well, yeah. What did we pick? What did everybody pick? You picked 1-3.
Yeah, I said 3-1 Villa. Got it completely wrong. You said 1-1. Shu said 2-1 to Villa. 2-2 said Robert. 2-2 said Lawrence. 2-1 said Wally to Villa. Oh, young Lee went 3-1 to Newcastle.
Did it?
Hey, yeah.
Yes, Lee. I don't know if Lee still is. So Lee picked the right.
What a fucking pick! That great pick, son. Great pick, Lee. Brilliant.
Well done, Lee. Lee gets 20 points rather than 10.
Yeah, great pick, son.
Lee, that is a great pick. To go against Villa at home, Newcastle was
exactly
in the best of form. That's a crazy, that's a great pick.
Yeah, Malk said 1-1, and Inky said 2-1 to Villa. So yeah, just Lee and Wally neck and neck.
And hold on, Lee. Lee's was a skill involved. Wally was just the system.
Yeah, exactly. He gets an extra point because there's skill involved, not that fucking system.
Lee put thought and research into his. Well done, Lee. That's a great pick. Right, so one sec. Just whilst we're on these two teams, Villa are still 11 points clear of Newcastle. So I think it would have been 16 points gap if Villa would have won. So 11 is still a lot.
Wow.
So I'm saying that shows how big a win it was. Because, like I said, I think it would have been 16 points. Or would have been 17, like 46, 29. No, it would have been 17. It would have been 17 points gap if Villa would have won that game.
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
So, where do you see both of these teams finishing? Like Villa are in 5th and Newcastle are in 8th currently. Like, where do you see them finishing at the end of the season?
I'd say Villa finishing about that 5th. And Newcastle from 6th to 8th. That's where I see Newcastle.
Okay. So that would suggest that if you feel Villa are 5th, you think the top 4 will remain Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Spurs in no particular order? Or do you think someone's going to, jump? Like, do you think Man United are going to? No. So you think that would be the top 4 then?
No, I don't think Villa, Man United or Chelsea will get into the top 4.
So
what I do think they're going to do, what I do think is going to happen is Man United and Chelsea will overtake West Ham.
Yeah.
And that's, I believe, going to happen. And
and
possibly Newcastle as well.
Yeah.
Newcastle, Man United and Chelsea. I believe all 3 of them will overtake.
Yeah, no, they will. That's 100%. What about Brighton? Do you think Brighton will finish above West Ham?
At least 2 of them will.
What about Brighton?
I don't know with them. It's hard to pick with Brighton, son. I don't know. Bit hit and miss there. I don't know. We may. I think there's every chance. If we keep playing like we are, Brighton will get past us. But we've got to change something, mate. We've got to be better than what we are at the moment. Can't keep relying on luck to win games, you know. And we have. Yeah. I mean, I think we deserved, because a lot of luck here and there. So I think that luck's run out, and we're not going to get it anymore. So, and now we've got a depleted squad. You know, all it takes now for us is a couple of major injuries in certain positions, and we're fucked. So
really fucked.
Yeah, I can see us dropping like a stone.
Yeah,
I can see us dropping like a stone if we're not careful.
Me too. Right, Robert says Villa, Efield have finished 4th, Newcastle 7th, and Brighton 10th, which is they're currently 9th. That's where he thinks those 3 teams will finish. So I reckon.
It's hard to know with the bottom, but I don't see Villa getting in top 4. I just don't see it. But
I think,
but it could.
Robert would probably think at Spurs' expense. And to be fair, they're only outside the top 4 on goal difference from Spurs. So
yeah.
But Spurs ain't got no European football or any cup competition to contend with. So
no, that's it.
Yeah, it's more in their favour.
Plus, and they're getting players back, aren't they? Tottenham. They're getting them slowly but surely. They're coming back. Madison's just come back in, and Sar's coming back this week. They've got Van der Ven back in. They're going to start getting their players in. I don't know. Did they buy anyone in the transfer window? Tottenham? No one.
I don't know. It's funny.
Apart from Werner, they brought Werner in on loan, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They brought that centre back. Remember the centre back? Remember the centre back? Is he Serbian or remember the centre back they brought in?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They brought him.
He seemed more like a backup to the centre backs, didn't he? Though that's all.
Yeah.
Okay. And plus, they got Son.
Yeah.
They've got Son coming back too, as well from the Asia. So
yeah.
So I think they could be a bit more of a force in the second half of the season.
Definitely. Okay, right. So, Giza, what is the? Yeah, it is a young kid, Drogerson and Werner. What is the next game on your list?
It is, funny enough, Spurs versus Brentford.
Okay, right. So that ended up Spurs 3, Brentford 2. Neil Maupay had put Brentford ahead. He cheekily done James Maddison's bullseye celebration, which James Maddison had words with him about that. Yeah, cheeky. Anyway, Spurs.
Oh, yeah.
In the second half, Spurs scored 3 goals in an 8-minute spell. Ivan Toney got his second game back, and then it finished 3-2. How much of the game did you watch, and what do you think about all of that and that little celebration thing as well?
Really niggling game, mate. And it kicked that Maupay was a right little bastard, isn't it? Leaving a foot in here and there, a little nudge here and there. He was really trying to wind them all up, he was. And with the celebration when they were throwing the darts, no, they really took they didn't like it, Tottenham. So it was getting nasty at one point. And I've watched nearly all of Tottenham games because of Big Ange and because I know you're going to get entertainment when you watch these games, mate. And I'm amazed I actually put Brentford not scoring because one thing with Tottenham is they do give you a lot of chances the way they play. There's always going to be goals in the game with Tottenham involved, but it is good entertainment. And Big Ange changed it at half time. I think he swapped 2 players on, and all of a sudden they just blitzed them. They blitzed them in 10 minutes and got the goals. But hanging on a bit at the end, he actually tried to defend it and see it out at the end, Ange, for the first time instead of just keep going because the high line they were playing, my God. You mean I'd think you have heart attacks if you're a Tottenham supporter at the moment. The chances that putting balls over the top, oh my God, they were doing it all the time. They were giving them. I say he hasn't got the quality of playing out to really play that well at the back as he'd like to.
Yeah.
Because they do give a doggy's been really good for him. He was poor and he gave him about 3 chances, passing the ball out straight to him. They nearly scored from it. So, it was a good game. It was an exciting game. And, but they got over the line in the end.
Right, so you might not be aware of this, and I think I saw Ian Wright, and maybe on Match of the Day. Now, let me just give you a little story about that celebration, right? So, so obviously, Brennan Johnson and Richarlison both done the same celebration, obviously, for Spurs, Anyway, so after the game, what he had said to Maupay, as Spiky Madison told TNT Sports, I just said to him, he probably hasn't scored enough goals of his own over the last few years to have his own celebration. So you probably have to copy mine. So I think he said that. He said that to Mope, yeah.
Yeah.
Then Mope. So then he got a lot of replies on Twitter, which was from Jude Bellingham and whatnot. And then even Mope replied, rent free, saying he's living rent free in James Maddison's head. Right? Then this is what, tell me what you think about this. So Mope then said on his Instagram, he posted a picture of himself doing that celebration and said, went a bit early with that one, right? This is Neil Mope. Then he also said, gutted we couldn't get the win. More goals and less relegations in my career than James Maddison. We go again. What do you think of that particular comment?
Which one? So I didn't hear you, but you froze
so
there.
Maddison,
what comment?
Mope at the end on his social media said, gutted we couldn't get the win. More goals and less relegations in my career than James Maddison. What's your thoughts? Coming from Neil Mope.
More goals and less relegations. It's brilliant. Well, there's a good little bit of banter and reply, isn't it? Nothing wrong with that. Oh, man. Yeah, that surprised me a little bit at afters because Mope was really, he was like a fucking mosquito around. Like, he was always nudging into players, bumping into players, fucking really annoying everyone. He was really playing the game. And but when the Tottenham team started scoring and then they were doing it and going, look, yeah, all that, they were giving it, but it was going all through the game, mate. Mope was the instigator. It made it good. Yeah, it's good banter, man.
I just think Mope should have just took his medicine. You started it, but yeah, I just think he tried to go. He tried to go like maybe anything as personal as possible. You understand?
No, but I think he was trying to wind them up, getting their heads Mope all through the game. I know this is outward, but it was working to a point because it got really niggly, mate. It really did.
But
I think Mope done it. He done it to the Tottenham supporters as well when he done the Arab thing.
Yeah,
that was going on. It's funny as fuck.
For me, doing it so early is just a big schoolboy error. If you do that in the bloody, let's say you make it 2-0 in the 99th minute and there's no more. That's when you understand. He just I think he kind of came back to bite him and he done it. He got too excited way too early.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it does bite you on your ass if you end up losing.
Yeah, that would have burned them more. Imagine that was Def the confirmed winner and he done that then. That would have killed the Tottenham fan.
Good.
Mope was like a wasp, says Robert. Right, so what did we pick for this game? I wonder if anybody went.
Yeah, he was Robert. He was a quite annoying little fucker, man.
What did we pick for this, Geezer?
What? What do you pick? Sorry, mate, just froze again. I picked Spurs to win 2. Stewie said 2-all. Oh, get rid of that. Unlucky, mate. To Tottenham. Wally said 2-1 to Tottenham. Lee said 3-0 to Brentford. Malk said 2-1 to Tottenham. Enki said 2-1 to Tottenham. So no winners, but yeah, another 3 points for Tottenham.
Okay, so all right, next on your list, is that the Man City v Burnley game?
Yeah, it is, Burnley.
Just through memory, right, that finished Man City 3, Burnley 1. I kind of thought I picked 3-0, and then when Burnley scored at the end, I thought, you just fucked me up. I'm sure I picked 3-0, but I could be wrong. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think so. Haaland came on for De Bruyne, 71 minutes. Alvarez got 2 goals. So Haaland and De Bruyne are both back. They weren't on the pitch at the same time. Did you watch any of this game and did City impress you or?
Yeah, I only see the short highlights, Skeezer, which is not enough to get a real indication of a game. But I just see De Bruyne. I can't remember what he did, but I went, oh well, he's doing it again. I think it was another brilliant pass of ball. Can't remember it, but I watched it with Kieran. That say only a 10-minute highlight thing, but I looked at him and fuck me, man. Jesus, unbelievable. He just done something else brilliant in it. I can't remember what it was, but just another brilliant ball, I think, and or a goal. Did he score a goal, De Bruyne?
No, but he got an assist for Alvarez's second goal.
Yeah, it must have been that though. It was unbelievable, man. The guy's just a genius. And you think, yeah. And, they went on there, and Burnley scored a goal on late, which is a bit slack for Man City. But, yeah, it's one of them, I think. From the highlights I see, they could have had 5-6. But they didn't. They just got the free and sort of changed it around a bit, give Haaland a bit of a run near the end. He was battling. He looked like he's back fit again. He's battling to get onto the things. And that was it, really. Comfortable win. Burnley again. They're never. Yeah. Well, mate, the more I've always said all season City are going to win it, but the more I see Liverpool, the more I think, wow, there's definitely competition. I think I just expect. I'm not sure how many games now City have won on the trot, but I said they will go on. I'd say a 12 to 15 game win run, and I'm not sure how many it is now. They've started it.
All right, let me tell you. In all competitions, So in all competitions, going back to after the defeat to Villa, they beat Luton, they beat Red Star Belgrade, they drew with Palace, and then since then they've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've won 8. So 9, 10, in 11 games, they've won 10 and drawn 1, but they have won the last 8 on. And let me just see something. Who they play next? Fixtures. And the next 2 fixtures are away to Brentford and home to Everton. So,
right.
Winnable.
So exactly. So like I said, there's every chance of them going on a 15-game, unbeaten at least, and they could go 20 games unbeaten, and that's why I think they're false. But I think at the moment Liverpool are playing better football, but that doesn't mean they're going to win it.
Yep.
But I do think they're. I don't see Arsenal. Doing it. That's all. But yeah, I think Liverpool got a chance. I still pick Man City at this moment, though. Now you've just got De Bruyne back. I mean, a lot of them games they've won without De Bruyne and Haaland, and then them two are just back now. They're just coming into it now. So that's to me that makes them favourites.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Right. What did we pick for this game? We've still got to get into the next
one.
Oh,
yeah, I went for the biggie. I went 6-0. Yeah, I was going big. And it could have been. But, yeah, they gave that silly goal. You are lucky then, mate. Yeah, 3-0. Gave away a goal at the end.
Yeah.
Stu said 4-0 to Man City. Robert said 4-1 to Man City. Fair play, Robert. He gave him a goal, as did Lawrence. 4-1 to Man City. Wally 2-1 to Man City. Lee went 5-0. 4-0 said Malk. And 3-0 said Inky. Another one was unlucky. So that late goal cost you the result.
So Lawrence says, it's a Man City Liverpool title race. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3 more games. So next must be Liverpool v Chelsea, isn't it? Right, Liverpool 4, Chelsea 1, Liverpool minus Mo Salah, and included was that young boy Bradley. What's his first name? Connor Bradley. A goal and an assist. Darwin Núñez missed the penalty. He hit the post in doing so. He hit the post 4 times in that match, which is a new Premier League record. 4 times in one match. It it was previously 3 games. So yeah, it could have been 5-1 had he scored that penalty. Liverpool convincing winners. And did you watch all of that game?
No, I watched the 25-minute highlights of it. Goes up, and yeah, total domination, man. Just too good. Liverpool, unbelievable. I say it could have been 6-7. It could have been anything. They created chances after chance after chance, and that young Bradley, my God, I don't know if that was his debut or he's had a few beers here and there. My word, he was good for him to come up and.
Yeah, it might. No, was it his debut or his first full debut? I believe. Let me check this way.
Right, his first start, maybe. Yeah.
No, that's a lie. No. Right, he played. No, that's a lie. He played the whole game against. No, it's not. It's not. I think it might have been his first home debut in the Premier
Anfield?
League. Nope.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was because he played against Fulham in the EFL. So yeah, it was his first home full debut at home, and he capped it off with a fine display. See,
this is the difference when I compare these to West Ham, right? West Ham we bring on Mubama and he has a shot here and there, or Sonny Perkins gets one on target. Oh look, it means shit. They bring on a youngster, and he gets man of the match amongst the billions of pounds that are on that pitch.
Yeah.
Chelsea players and Liverpool players on and puts a performance in, and looked as good as any of them, and got an assist and scored a cracking finish of a goal, really well. And it weren't just that. All through the game, he played well. I think he got subbed off for Arnold late in the game, at some stage in the game. But my word, what memory that is. He was good, mate. He didn't look out of place. It really amazes me. I see the youngsters that come on for Man City and go, wow, they impress. I see our youngsters and I think, yeah, they're good, but are they that good? And it's amazing, if we're going winning, the under 18s cup and the under 23s. Yeah, are we that good? Or is it Man City players are just, they're out on loan. They're not playing for their under 21s and 23s until they're ready, and then they bring them in. I don't know, but this boy looked really, really good. And I know it's only one game, but it weren't just one game of 10 minutes and the done well, had a shot on target or done this. This boy played most of the game and shone, and he absolute credit to him. Well done.
Right, he is Northern Irish. I'm trying to think here. He joined Liverpool in 2019. He had a loan season at Bolton, 41 appearances, 5 goals. So they got him from Ireland in 2019. So yeah, I just assumed he was a Scouser, but obviously he's not.
Yeah. No, I had a feeling he was Irish with that name as well. But then again, it could be a Scouser being Irish. Is he classed as a right back?
Yeah, he's a right back. That's his position.
Yeah, well, but he's like an Alexander Arnold right back. You know what I mean? He's a right midfielder, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was so forward in that game and making things happen, and a big part of that win. So yeah, he's obviously it's not a bad boy to be learning from, is it, Alexander Arnold?
Exactly.
Not necessarily being I think when he was defending, he looked better than Arnold, to be honest. What I see of him.
But he's he looks like definitely a hot prospect.
Oh, the cross he put in for the goal was fantastic. For the header, great cross, really good. So obviously got a talent there. And so he might have just had the best day of his life, I'd say. But obviously for Klopp to put him in that game, he must rate him.
Exactly. Ahead of, well, I know he ain't been always playing Trent there, but yeah, Trent was on the bench. Lawrence said somebody said my man
No, so
Sonny.
mate, this isn't playing Sheffield United or Burnley, is it?
It's Chelsea, exactly. And
Charlie boy.
Yeah, big up Charlie boy. Oh yeah, just getting home, fellas. Hope you're good, Charlie. Thanks for tuning in. Liverpool sent 8 players on loan in the transfer window. That says Robert. So they sent 8 players out on loan.
Really?
We ain't got 8 players. We ain't even got a squad of 8, have we? Right. So, what do we pick in this game? I think I said 3-1 Liverpool. Anyway, what do we pick? Where are we?
Yeah, I put 2-1 Liverpool. You didn't. You said 2-0 Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Stewie said 3-1 Liverpool. Oh, Robert, unlucky son, said 4-2 Liverpool. Right. Lawrence said 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah. Give a point for that. Man. Got the 4 right. Wally said 2-1 Liverpool. Oh, young Lee. Fucking unlucky as well.
What did Lee say?
4-0 Liverpool.
Ooh,
Liverpool.
Sorry. Oh, damn, unlucky Lee.
I haven't got you on my screen, mate. Is that you or me or what?
I'm here.
You there now?
Can you see me?
Yeah, young Lee said 4-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I got you now. Yeah.
Well, let me bloody...
Malk said 2-1 Liverpool. Inky said 3-1 Liverpool. So, not bad. Close. Yeah.
They're a player worst team in Chelsea. There's players a worst team in Chelsea. There. No cigar. TDT. Yeah, sorry, you lot. Apologies about the connection. I don't know what's going on. Fucking annoying. Right, so let's just get these out of the way. We've got 2 more games. Yeah, so West Ham v Bournemouth obviously is next on your list. West Ham 1, Bournemouth 1. We've spoken about that game already. So what we really need to do is just...
no need to talk anymore.
Just get to the... What do we say? Because surely somebody said 1-0.
Funny enough, when I've done the thing with Budgie, I said 2-2. Here I said we'd win 2-0.
Yeah.
I didn't fancy it, but when we got nearer to the game, I didn't fancy us winning it at all. But you said 2-1. Stu said 2-1 to Bournemouth. Robert said 3-2 to West Ham. Lawrence said 3-1 to West Ham. What he said 2-1 to West Ham. Lee said 3-0 to Bournemouth. You weren't far off that, Lee, to be honest. They could have had 3. Quite easily.
Yeah.
Malk said 3-1 to West Ham. And Inky said 1-1.
Yeah.
So, well done, Inky.
Well done, Inky. So, correct scores. Inky,
Lee, and Wally.
Lee. That's it, isn't it? So, that's the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got one more to see if you...
No one got this one. Because the last game was last night. That was Wolves 3, Manchester United 4. What a goal from, what's his name? Kobe Mino. Anyway, the young midfielder. What a great goal to win it. But yeah, Wolves 3, Man United 4. What did you watch of that game? Again, was it just the highlights you watched? Yeah,
I watched 25-minute highlights of it, mate. But yeah, hell of a game, mate. You know what I mean? It's one of them that Man United dominated for most of it. And really should have wrapped it up, man, in the first half, but didn't. I mean, it might have been 2-0 up. Should have been more. And then Wolves got back into it. It was weird. And late goals, and it had a lot of drama in it, a lot of excitement. And Wolves pulled it back to 3-3 with minutes to go. You think that was it, you know? Game was over. They got a point out of it. But then that young lad, here's another young lad that... Was he named Milu or Mayu? Mano. Yeah, it's Mano. Yeah, my God, it was like watching Ryan Giggs back in the day. Just skinned about 3 or 4 of them and banged it in the corner. Cracking goal from the young boy. So to win it, But there you go, Man United again, just struggling and struggling, conceding goals.
Right. Kobe Mainoo
We've got the 3 points.
He's only 18, right? So to show that sort of composure away in the Premier League, your team just thrown away a 3-1 lead, looking like it's a draw, and just to have the composure to do that is at 18. That's fucking, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, 18 years of age doing that, mate. And he looked, it was a great goal. Really, really good goal. I watched them highlights with Kieran, and we both looked at it. He said, that's brilliant. He said, yeah, that was brilliant. It was so good, man. And again, you've got all that talent on the pitch at Man United, and that boy shines and takes all the plaudits. And so he should. Yeah, it was good. Really good. But no one's getting that. I picked 2-0 to Man United. Titch, you picked 2-2. Chewy picked 1-1. Robert picked 2-1 to Man U, as did Lawrence. Wally went 2-1 Wolves. Lee went 4-0 to Wolves. 4-0 Wolves lead. Nice one, the Wolves. Oh, yeah. So we've only got that's the Premier League done. So we've only got the Leeds game, which, like I said, I didn't even know had been played. So I haven't got a clue what that is.
Right, Robert says if you're good enough, you're old enough, which is true. Alex Ferguson was at Molineux as well, so he enjoyed the match last night. But yeah, great performance from Mainoo. Right, so tonight, Leeds. One sec, results. I'll wait for Kieran. Sorry about this fucking connection. Let me just check something. Ooh. Right. So, Kieran, Leeds went away to Bristol City tonight and won 1-0. That victory put them into second place, but they have played 2 games more than the 3 teams beneath them. But as it stands, Leicester are top and Leeds are into second place after winning 1-0. Who scored? Let me check this.
Okay.
Willie Nonto scored just as the second half started. He scored. So yeah, Willie Nonto on the goal score sheet. Right.
Really?
Lawrence said, Geezer screwed up writing my scores down again. I had about 5 winners. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Lawrence. I swear Lawrence said 4-3 to Man United.
Yeah, you did. You did, mate.
So yeah.
I haven't screwed them up. I just say the wrong score. That's it. Right.
Leeds got some sort of revenge for West Ham at Ashton Gate. What do we say? And Stuart, was it a good game? Did you watch the game, Stuart? Was it on? Must have been on Sky Sports tonight. But yeah, Stuart, let me know. Did Leeds play well? What did we pick, Kieran?
Yeah, I picked Leeds to win 2-0. And I bet they missed a sitter. I bet someone's missed a sitter, so it weren't 2-0. But you said 2-1. Stewie went 2-0 as well. Robert went 2-2. 2-1 said Lawrence to Bristol, as did Wally. 3-0 said Young Lee to Leeds. Malcolm said 2-0 to Leeds. And Inky said 3-0 to Leeds. But 1-0, obviously got the job done.
Yeah. Stuart, let me know how Leeds played. But you lot, strictly or purely because of this connection, we're going to move swiftly on to the next round of games, which will probably start, once that fixtures, tomorrow. Yeah, so...
Yeah, I've written them down. I think I've written them down in the order that they're coming up on the what's name. I've written them down.
That's fine.
So Everton, Spurs.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody, Everton, Spurs. Let me read this first. I watched it. Leeds pass better than West Ham. Everybody does, Lawrence. My man Nonto got a goal. We just aren't clinical enough at the moment, brother. Right, so Everton v Spurs is the first game. What is your predictions? Right. Oh, Inky's here. Inky says Everton 0, Spurs 2.
Right. Is that Inky?
Yeah, if you look at the screen, because it's cutting out, you might be able to, instead of, maybe you might not hear me. Just look
Was
at
that
the screen and
Inky?
yeah, Inky.
Go on again, mate.
Oh, yeah, let me put it on the screen.
Inky said 0-2.
Yeah. All right, Kieran, I'm going to put them on the screen so you can just look at the screen if I'm cutting out.
Yeah. It'd be easy, yeah.
So Stuart has said Everton 1, Spurs 2.
Yep. Robert 0-2. Yep. 3-0 Spurs. Okay.
Who did Inky get right again? What score did he get right last week?
He got the West Ham result right, 1-0.
Oh yeah. Right. Lawrence says your connection is as bad as when I tried to steal cable back in the day. I think it's yours, you know, Kieran. I think, but I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Right.
It could be.
Maybe it's that bad weather. That bad weather's knocked out some wires.
Yeah,
right,
the heat.
so
Might be the heat.
right. Maybe Lee, if he's still here. Maybe he's not. He could put. He's Charlie Boy. And then other than that, it's me and you, Giza. Like,
What I put for Wally? What I put for Wally? 1-0.
Oh yeah, 1-0, which would have to be to Spurs.
1-0 every home game.
I would say.
I'll give him 1-0 to Spurs.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him 1-0 to Spurs.
Yeah, 1-0 Spurs. Right, I'm going to go. I'm going 3-1 Spurs.
I'm going to go. Where are you going?
I'm going Everton 1, Spurs 3.
So have I. I've already written it down.
Oh, you got that, yeah?
Yeah, exactly what I wrote.
All right. Lawrence said, Wally said 1-0 Everton. Right. What's next, Giza? What's next? Bloody hell. You look, can you, is my connection fine? It looks all right on my thing, my end.
Newcastle Luton.
Newcastle Luton is the next game, yeah? Right, everybody, Newcastle v Luton. Newcastle Luton. Both had fantastic victories. Wally said 1-0 through the card before he went. Yeah, he said 1-0. Oh, yeah, but
it is, but I think we can decide which way it goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him 1-0 to Newcastle.
Right, big up Malk. Right, Malk's here. Right, Malk, we've only done one game. So, Malk, Everton v Tottenham. Put your score in. And... Oh, yeah. Right, is that the first? Have you got that one, Giza?
Is that the first game? No, this one. 2-0 to Newcastle.
Yeah, you got that, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, this is terrible. Stewie 2-1.
Um,
2-2. Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that. 3-2 Newcastle. We're on.
This is Malk saying hello to everybody. Right, so Malk, so far we've done Everton v Spurs, and now we're on to Newcastle v Luton. So you can put in both those scores, right? What are you saying for this, Kieran? Newcastle v Luton. I'm gonna go Newcastle. What do you say? Because that's cut out.
You cut out. What are you saying?
I'm gonna go 2-0 to Newcastle.
Righto.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm saying 2-1 to Newcastle.
2-1, yeah. All right, we'll just give Mal.
If he wants to do.
Yeah, Mal, if you're taking part, all you got to do to catch up is do Everton v Spurs, Mal, and then just now we just done Newcastle v Luton. So I'll wait we can wait 30 seconds just in case he's going to put his scores in. Oh gosh. Are you, Kieran? Do you watch any of the early games on a Saturday? You know the 12:30 Everton v Spurs. Do you ever watch them live or? Nah.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes. It's early enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might watch that one before I go.
Marcus said 1-0, but Mark, what game is that for? Is that for Everton v Spurs?
So it's the first one?
Yeah, it must be for the first one, isn't it? So, Malk, that's Everton v Spurs, I'm guessing. And then what's your prediction for Newcastle v Luton? And then we'll get on to the next game. Right, you lot. Let me just see if Malk's putting it in. The next game on
Burnley Fulham.
Burnley v Fulham is the third game. Burnley v Fulham. A must-win game for Burnley. They need to start, at home. They've only got 12 points at the minute. I think. Yeah, they've only got 12 points. This is a must win for Burnley. Mark. So Mike's a cracker, just found out behind. So he's been watching it, maybe, when you've paused it accidentally. Right. So Inky has said Burnley 1, Fulham 2. Result pictures. Yeah, that's right. Robert says the same. It's in my legs, man. Lawrence says 2-1 to Burnley. Stuart says 1-2, 2-1 to Fulham. Right, Malk, is that 1-1 for this game, Malk? Kieran, that might be for the Newcastle game, though, because he's
Newcastle Luton.
Yeah, it must be.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's down anyway.
Yeah. Malcolm says he watches on the TV and writes it on his computer. So, right, me and you would give our score prediction, and Hold on. No, that was for Burnley. Wait, that's for Burnley. All right, so Mal, what's your score prediction for Newcastle v Luton? So that's for Burnley, that one, Kieran. Oh, he's got it there. And this is his Newcastle one here. So he's caught up.
2-1. Okay, done.
Yeah. Right. So
I'm putting Wally down 1-0 to Fulham.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going 3-1 to Fulham.
3-1, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with my man Lawrence. I'm going 2-1 Burnley. Surely they're gonna win this game.
Well, yeah. It's a must win, and there they go.
Must win. Right, so can't like it if I'm not. It don't matter, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. As long as you're in here taking part, don't worry about liking the video or nothing. That's fine. But I appreciate that. Right, so Kieran, what's the next game?
Right, Brighton Palace.
Right, read that comment.
Yeah, we can't do that. What's all that about?
Right, so it's what's this? The M23 derby, isn't it?
Right, we're doing Oh yeah, this is the nasty one, isn't it?
Yeah. Brighton v Palace, everyone. Get in there. Come on, Lawrence. That one's gonna bang. Burnley's gonna win 2-1. We got this one. Right. Brighton coming off the back of a 4-0 away defeat to Luton. Crystal Palace coming off the back of a 3-2. Right, here we go.
I'm gonna kick it off. Say 2-2. I'm gonna pick a draw.
All right. Yeah. Well, Inky is saying Brighton 3, Palace 0. Got that?
Let's see. Yep, got that.
Well, Malk agrees with you. He's going for a 2-2. Robert is going Brighton 2, Palace 1. Seagulls versus the Eagles. Stuart is saying Brighton 3, Palace 1. Lawrence is also going for a 2-2. Brighton, Palace. And can you hear me, Kieran? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Kieran, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm going for this one, 2-1. I'm going same as Robert, 2-1.
I'm gonna give 1-0 Wally. That's it.
Yeah. Right, what's the next game?
Sheffield United versus Villa.
Ooh. Both teams coming off of a defeat. Both teams conceding 3 goals. Sheffield United, just like Burnley, they've got to win. They have to win. So yeah, was that just a little off day for Villa?
Again.
Sheffield United. To be fair,
I'm going to go for United,
Yep. What did you pick?
It's crazy.
What did you pick, Kieran? Because it cut out.
I think I picked 2-0 to Villa.
Okay. Right. So
Nil.
I think that's the first one. Yeah, it is.
2.
0-2.
Yeah, 0-2.
Yep.
1-2. Who's that, Mark? Lawrence, 3-0. Yeah. 1-3 to Robert.
So it was just Stuart. Just waiting on Stuart. Oh, no. Yeah, we're waiting on Stuart. Did you pick? You said your score, innit?
Yeah, I said 2-0 to Villa. I'm giving Wally a 1-0 to Villa, a 0-1.
Yeah.
Right, makes sense. So, Stewie.
I am going. Oh, Stuart says 2-1.
Villa. Okay. Just you.
Are you okay, Lawrence? Thought you were having a breach last night watching. I'm gonna go the same again, I think, as Robert. That's what I'm going for. I'm going, yeah.
Good. Done. Next game is Man United versus West Ham.
Oh, shit.
Now, I can tell you, Moyes has said Paquetá is not fit for this game.
Oh, great. Oh, man.
Right. I'm kicking this off, guys. I'm kicking this off.
Yeah.
I'm going 4-0 to Man United. I think this is the time we get found out.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm going to go. Right, let me just put these ones in there. Right, Stuart's saying 1-0.
Fucking hell. You got a lot more confidence than me, Stewie boy. I've got none in this.
No.
It
says 3-2.
That would be lovely, Lawrence. That would be fantastic. That would be good.
Malcolm says West Ham to win 2-1. Oh, man. Sir, he copied me, sir. What is that from? Right, Inky says 2-2. And Robert is saying 1-3.
He's fucking hoping.
All right. I'm going to be almost the same as you, Kieran. I'm going to go Man United 4, West Ham 1.
Yeah, I've got a really bad feeling about this. But Man United could be their shit selves sometimes, and we might get something out of it. But without Paquetá, the way he's got that team lined up, I'll just see us. Let's put it this way: against that team the other day, Bournemouth, I think Areola was man of the match. Pulled off three cracking saves. You know what I mean? And they weren't that good, Bournemouth. They weren't. So Man United firepower they've got up front. If it's firing, we're in trouble. I think it will be.
Well, Malk says Hammers will be better this weekend. So I'm glad you have some faith.
They will be.
And then
they couldn't be worse. Just couldn't be.
And then Inky
I
says,
think that's
yay, yay of little faith.
Yay of little faith. I know. And I don't. I've lost faith in Moyes to apart from putting 10 men behind the ball, that's his tactic. That's it. There's nothing else. That's why I can't see us scoring. But there you go. All right, Chelsea versus Wolves is your next.
Chelsea Wolves, everybody. Chelsea come off the back of a 4-1 defeat to Liverpool. Wolves coming off the back of a 4-3 defeat to Man United. Both teams obviously have conceded 4 goals in their last game. Chelsea at home, if that counts for much. Let me see the standings. Chelsea are currently on 31 points, and Wolves are on 29. So a Wolves victory would take them above Chelsea. But yeah, Chelsea at home fixtures. Right, Chelsea v Wolves. Let's see what people are saying. Right, so Inky says Chelsea 1, Wolves 3.
Yeah.
Stuart says 2-1 to Wolves. So 1-2.
Yeah.
Lawrence says 2-1 Wolves.
Jeez, a lot of faith in Wolves here. I don't see it myself, but
Malk says Chelsea to win 3-1.
Yeah. So, I'm going 2-1 to Chelsea.
All right, you're going 2-1 Chelsea. Robert is saying 2-2. I'm going to go the same as Malk. I'm going 3-1 Chelsea.
Yeah. Done. Bournemouth, Forest.
Bournemouth, who drew obviously away to West Ham. Forest came off a 2-1 home defeat to Arsenal. Bournemouth are currently 6 points ahead of Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth, it's got to be a Bournemouth win for me. I'm going to go 2-0 Bournemouth.
So am I.
And so is
already
Inky.
written it. 2-0, 2-0. Inky, 2-0.
Yeah. Stuart says 1-1. Lawrence says 2-2.
Yeah.
Robert says 3-1 to Bournemouth.
Yep. And Wally says 1-0 to Bournemouth.
Malk, so it's Bournemouth v Nottingham Forest. So it's just it's just Malk. 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4. It is just Malk.
Not everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, so Malk, Bournemouth v Forest. 3-0 to Bournemouth, he's saying.
Solanke hat-trick.
Boy.
Right, there's the big game of the round. Arsenal versus Liverpool.
Arsenal v Liverpool.
Fuck, this is a game, mate. It's a big game.
Do you know, I don't know if you remember this game. You must remember it, but I don't know where you were. Maybe was you in Australia by then? But the biggest game between these two that I can remember is when Arsenal had to win the title by 2 clear goals. And in maybe the 90th minute or something, I think it was it Roadcastle?
Is it Roadcastle? Yeah, I actually watched it live, guys. I watched it live here in Australia in the middle of the night on the Gold Coast. It was on the Gold Coast when that happened. You know, it's just the league was won. The boys scored. Yeah, nothing. It was, wow.
Can you just confirm? Was it Liverpool that Arsenal were challenging that season?
I think so. Yeah. It was, if Liverpool had held on, they win the league, and then Arsenal got it with that goal at the end.
So I know just put this into some sort of perspective for those that might not know. You know, when City done it against QPR and we had the Aguero, this game, Liverpool had to beat their opponents and stop them winning the league by 2 clear goals.
Yeah.
And then made it 2-0 in the 89th or 90th minute to actually, that's crazy. You can't get any closer than that to win a title. Where was that? Anfield or Highbury?
No, that was unbelievable.
Here we go. It was David Thomas.
I think it was at Anfield.
Thomas. Was it Michael Thomas? What's his name? Michael Thomas, isn't it? Or David Thomas?
Yeah.
He passed. Is it Michael Thomas?
Michael Thomas, yeah. When you said the name, it didn't quite ring true, yeah. I think it was Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, it was. And
broke their hearts, mate. Broken.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it? That there, you can't. Like I said, that's yeah. Right. So
That
Lawrence
that
says,
must have been Geezer. I was on the Gold Coast then, so I'm guessing that would have been about 88, something like that. 88, 89.
89 just like is sitting in my mind. I think it was 89. I don't know, but that for some reason I've got that in my head. Right. Lawrence says, Wally just called me. He wanted Forest to win 1-0. Lawrence is trying to stitch him up. Right. So on to this game here. Stuart has said, who's at home? Stuart says Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2.
Yeah. Gotta be.
Lawrence says Arsenal 1, Liverpool 3. Robert says Arsenal 2, Liverpool 4. And yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, it was definitely Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas. Yeah, I'm sure it was. That was
Who
crazy.
said that? Robert. Robert said what?
2-4. So Arsenal 2, Liverpool 4.
Fucking hell. Some goals in that, boy.
Well, he was close when he said Liverpool 4-2 against Chelsea, and he was only 1 out, so you never know. Oh, Inky says 3-1 to Arsenal. Liverpool's bubble going to burst.
Right, Inky 3-1 Liverpool.
No, 3-1 Chelsea. Not Chelsea.
What?
Fucking hell, Arsenal. 3-1 to Arsenal.
Oh, what, 3-1 Arsenal?
Yeah, because he's put Liverpool's bubble's going to burst.
No, you never know. It's a game. It's another must-win for Arsenal. They cannot afford to not win this game. So, anything could happen. But I'm going 2-0 to Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool.
But I think this could be. I mean, any result's possible here. Has Malk thrown one in there yet?
Yeah, 1-0.
1-0. Oh, yeah, that's a possibility too. A draw out of this.
Right, Malk says Barnes had the ball in the corner and gave it away last second so it was at Anfield. John Barnes was trying to keep it in the corner. That is crazy. You know what I'm gonna do? I swear to God.
Gave it away. I remember that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you can't. Like I said, fine margins. Rice gets it right. Lawrence says Rice is going to get a red card for shouting. Rice will get a red card in this game for shouting West Ham on massive. And then he said, Inky says, Titch, you got there in the end, Titch. Yeah, I don't know why I said Chelsea. They played them last. Anyway, right. So I'm going to go Arsenal. I'm going to go Arsenal to win 2-1. I don't know if anybody else has put that, but I'm saying 2-1 to Arsenal. No.
3-1 Inky is the other win. So, but I reckon any result's possible here. But to me, favourites are Liverpool because they're playing much better. Much better.
Yeah. No, they are.
They're lucky they haven't lost.
But yeah. Right, what's the next game, Kieran?
The last one is Brentford Man City.
Okay. Oh, that's the last game. All right, Brentford v Man City, you lot. Last game. Brentford v Man City. Brentford. I'm going Brentford 1, Man City 4.
Okay, I'm going Brentford 0, Man City 3.
Okay. Thomas went through, got a rebound as he was going through. I do remember the goal. Right, Malk says, I was thinking my bottle went.
Yeah, it was the most exciting ending to a league ever, wasn't it? The most exciting end to a league ever. That was the old Division 1, though, wasn't it? Yeah, it was never. Yeah. It was just down to the last kick of the game, basically.
Crazy. Right, so for this game, Robert's also saying 1-4. Snap, Roberto. Inky 1-3.
Yeah. Mount 1-3.
Yeah.
It was a popular score. Popular scores. This everyone bar me has given Brentford a goal. Is that the Tony effect? Is it?
I just at home as well. I just think, yeah.
Yeah, they could do. That's right.
Stuart says 1-3.
Oh,
You got that?
this could be a tough game, mate. It could be a tough game from Brentford, mate. No mugs.
Nah. But we got Haaland and De Bruyne back now.
3-1 City, Stu. Another 3-1. Who else?
4-1.
4-1 Man City.
Me, Lawrence, and Roberto. We're gonna win. We're gonna get the points for this one.
And I'm gonna give Wally a 1-0 to Man City.
Yeah. Oh, so Inky said it was in 1991 that Arsenal when they won the
Was it?
I don't know why.
Was it that late? I thought it'd been about 89. 91. I was between the Gold Coast and. Okay.
I thought it was 89. I don't know why I put it in my head. So.
All right. I had that 89 in my head because I was living on the Gold Coast then. I presume that's where I watched it, but maybe it was here. Was that the year before the Premier League started?
Yeah, Premier League started in 92.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, if that's the case, if it was the season before, what a way to come into a new era. Like, you understand? If that was just before this new thing, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's right with the 91. He's probably Googled it, so he's probably right.
Oh, no, but he's put I could be wrong. So, I don't know. I thought 89. Let me check it now, you lot. Let me just check because it will bug me.
I'm saying that because I'm pretty sure I lived on the Gold Coast till about 1990, and I'm sure I watched that game on the Gold Coast. And
right, and then
so
Malcolm
that's
said,
why I think it's 88 or 89 for me. But there you go.
It might be the 88-89 season. Malcolm said Leeds are the last team to win the old Division 1. Right.
Ooh, there you go then.
Hold on. Liverpool 0, Arsenal. It's 89. 1989.
Yeah, knew I was right. Engie, told you.
So yeah, it's 88-89 season. Blah blah blah. It's crazy. Michael Thomas scored a good second goal in the final seconds. Was it Alan Smith that scored the first goal or not? I can't even remember. It's not written here.
Can't go back that far, mate.
Who scored the first goal in that game, everybody? Was it Alan
Could
Smith?
have been.
Because it doesn't say it here. All it says in Wikipedia is Michael Thomas, but it doesn't say who scored the first goal. Was it Alan Smith? Who scored? Yeah, it was. Alan Smith scored a header. Alan Smith and Michael Thomas. Yeah. Here we go.
Do we want to throw the Leeds game in here?
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry. What is that? Who are they playing?
All right, yeah, because that division, it would have finished 92, started in 92, wouldn't it? So that'd be right.
Yeah.
Leeds won the 91-92 season, and then the 92-93 season started.
Yeah. Right. Leeds.
That's right.
For our...
We West Ham helped Leeds to win that one as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
West Ham helped them to win that one.
Yeah,
and then we helped Blackburn to win theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Hold on a minute. Right, Kieran.
Both times Man United, I think.
I think Leeds have played their game already, though. One sec. When is Leeds playing next? Because they played tonight. Leeds. One sec.
Is that it? Their game's over. Oh, is there another game this weekend or during the week?
Let me check now. Sorry. Leeds. Right, their next fixture is... That's the FA Cup game as well. So they're not playing till the 10th. Right, hold on. The 10th.
No, that one.
So they're not playing till the 10th. So we can do the FA Cup game, which is on the 6th. Yeah, but let's do that. Leeds are at home.
Is that before next week?
Yeah. They've been played in about 3 days. fixtures. Yeah, Leeds are away to Plymouth in the FA Cup. So we do that as the 11th fixture for us. And is it a replay? Yeah, they drew the first one 1-0. They drew 1-0 at Ellen Road.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's the replay. So Lawrence,
right, Plymouth Leeds. Right.
Lawrence said, yeah, he joined the Navy in '89. Inky said, sorry, at least I didn't Google it. No, don't worry, Inky.
Yeah, Inky.
Yeah.
The good punting, especially you being a young man, you shouldn't know that anyway. So you've done well. Close.
Right, so Lawrence says 2-1 to Leeds for this FA Cup game.
Yeah. I'm saying 2-1 to Leeds. Don't know why.
Saying the same. Stuart and Inky are saying 1-0.
Ooh. Stuart and Inky both going 1-0, and then penalties.
Well, it's Inky don't normally pick, so he's saying Stuart. He's just going the same as Stuart, so 1-0. Robert said Arthur Masuaku scored tonight from a free kick as DR Congo beat Guinea, so they're in like the semis now, I think. Congo of the African Cup of Nations. But yeah,
well, I did get a message to say Masuaku scored a free kick. I didn't know who scored.
I need to. Yeah, I want to watch that. Right. So Inky says, a young 55. Inky's 55. Do you mind for me, Kieran? All right, here we go.
Yeah, young to me, indeed.
Right, Mount wants you to pick Heats for him. Get it right this time for a change. Yeah, you're picking Mount score for Leeds. Oh, you should.
I said to Leeds, so I wouldn't take mine, mate. I'm the worst here on it for this.
Right. Wally will go 1-0
Robert.
Leeds, but I don't know if Robert is saying Plymouth or Leeds for that. If that would indicate Plymouth because they're at home.
Well, he's getting Plymouth now. He said 2-1. Plymouth. He's gone against Leeds. Right. See, shoot, Robert. Don't like Leeds. He's gone for Plymouth.
Wally is 1-0 Leeds, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I put.
Inky, that's young for Giza. Right. I'm going to go FA Cup. We're going to have more goals this time round. I'm going to go Plymouth 1, Leeds 3.
1-3.
1-3.
You done. Fucking work I've got to do to get this done. No one gives a shit. No one appreciates it.
All that scribbling and and me making mistakes.
Writing things.
Crossing out my mistakes for the fixtures. Right. Keep warmed up, Titch. Maybe bringing you on next week. I'm ready. I'm good to go, Gaffer. Sorry, it was Guinea that played. Yeah, they beat Guinea. Guinea took an early lead as well through penalty. Right. You lot, listen.
Go, Masuaku. Well done.
I want to see that. Right, so we are going to end the show. I don't know what's going on with the connection. I'm using my phone. My microphone's not working and all this, whatever, but we still managed to get through it. And once again, I can only thank you lot for taking part. Giza, any final words before we end this dodgy stream?
No, mate. Not looking forward to this weekend. Not Man United away. Even though we've had some results there, in the past, but just after that performance, I've just got no faith in what we're going to do again. Is missing, according to Moyes. He won't be there, so it's going to be a tough day, I think.
Yeah.
That's it. And don't know where we go.
Down.
If we really did put before, this is a Man United team that can be taken advantage of, and I just don't see us doing it.
No,
we won't set up that way.
No chance. I'll tell you it now. Right. Mal says, "Have a good night. All have faith." See
you, Mal.
But yeah, thanks.
Start to lose it.
thanks everybody. Thanks for bearing with us. And yeah, we will see you next week, probably on Friday again, but I'll speak to Kieran, we'll schedule it. And yeah, much appreciated. Ciao. Oh yeah, Dave Bedford said I got to get through this.
One thing, geezer, before we go, and this, I did notice the Bournemouth, one of the Bournemouth YouTube guys put up a channel. It's fun now. He said, you know, 6th in the league. This is the Bournemouth guy, 6th in the league, in the Europa, won their group. I don't know why West Ham fans are moaning, right? That was his fun, a preview for that game. So then I watched after the game, and then his first words were, he said, yeah, now I know why West Ham were moaning. They're rubbish. We should have won.
You know what I mean?
So,
yeah. And tell you.
You mean you need to see it with your own eyes. Don't look at the table 6 and presume you're doing well. And we watch it with your own eyes. And he did. And fair play to him. He went, my God. He said, no, I know. Yeah. He said, and the atmosphere in that stadium was dead. He said it was terrible.
See?
Anyway, just want to throw that one in.
Mr.
Night, guys.
Night, everybody, and have a good weekend.
All the best, boys. See you next week.
Laters.
Laters.
And